Good morning and welcome back to June vlogs. Today is the 3rd of June, so it's day 3 and it is a Monday. I'm now going to go to the garden centre and hopefully get some vegetables for the garden because my seeds were rubbish. It was about £3.50 for a pack of 4 courgette seeds. One of them was half a seed, which clearly wouldn't grow. Only 2 grew. One was just a stump, it didn't even have a leaf on it, that died. One was a little tiny thing and that died. And normally they're really easy to grow. Every year I grow them. It's the first year I've had to buy plants. So I'm hoping they've got some in the garden centre. And as I said, we've got a new vegetable patch, so it's not massive, it's only quite small. So I'm going to see what else they've got in there and hopefully I can buy some more things to grow. And I will hopefully film a little bit in there. It's quite early. It's 9:20, so there's a school nearby, so I'm waiting till all the traffic's gone from the school, and then I will film a little bit in there and see you again soon. Is that a little bit annoying? Basically, that was rubbish. They had a few cabbages, little cabbage plants, which I don't want to grow cabbages. I'm pretty sure they'll just get eaten, and we don't really eat much cabbage. And straggly tomato plants, hundreds of them. They had some nice sort of soft fruit, but it's not really what I'm looking for. So no courgettes, not one courgette in sight. I feel like there's going to be a national shortage of courgettes this year, and they're one of my favourite vegetables to grow. So I'm going to try, and that was a proper garden centre, you think they'd have them, wouldn't you? I'm going to try home base next, I think, and then I'm going to go home if I can't find any. Hello, I'm back. I don't know why I keep waving all the time. Is that annoying? Sorry, hello. I'm back from the garden centre and home base, which were rubbish, and didn't buy any courgette plants because they were way too expensive at £6 for one plant. It wasn't even that big. It looked a bit like it might die anyway. So I'm going to have to try and get some vegetables from somewhere else. I should have been got onto it earlier in the season, but never mind. It's not too late. I'll still get them from somewhere, I'm sure. Right, this little segment, I am going to just go through a little bit about the things I normally do in my videos because there's some new people, thank you very much, welcome, who have come along. So I just thought I'd tell you what I normally do because you might not know. And I'm also going to be making a linen rabbit, and I'm going to do a little bit not each day, but every few days. And so I've done the first bit, it's all laid out in front of me, so I will show you that in a moment. I'm so excited, I've shook the table. I'm going to show that to you in a moment as well. So yes, my name is Lily. I live in, so it's boring because if you know this all, people who've been watching for ages, I'm sorry, it might be boring for the new people as well, but I'll try and make it quite interesting. I'm Lily. I live in UK, in England, Suffolk, which is on the east coast, and we live near the beach. I love beach combing. I love love going on to long walks on the beach, even on the pebbles. It's not that easy to walk on a lot of the time. Yeah, love nature, love being outside and doing bits and pieces in the garden. My garden's messy and a little bit weedy in places, but I love being out there. I like it a bit wild. My main crafts that I do are sewing, English paper piecing, embroidery, and sometimes crochet, but not all the time. So I may pop up and I've made a bag or crocheted a little animal or something, but it's not something I do every week or even every month. So it's a bit, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And yeah, so I work 30 hours a week, so I'm normally at work 4 days a week, and I craft when I'm not at work. I live with Neil, my husband. He's a postman. Sometimes he makes a guest appearance. We did a bit of a funny video where I wanted him to be on the camera, to be in the video, but then we couldn't think what to say, so I just said I'll just fire some questions at you. So he just answers some random questions that I'd made up, basically. Yeah, so we're both quite silly. We're not very sensible people, really. Just like to have a little bit of a laugh, and I try and keep the channel lighthearted. I know life isn't always lighthearted and fun, and sometimes life's a bit rubbish, but I do try and keep that kind of out of the channel and just try and keep it like happy and positive. I don't know, I don't want it to be a place and people watch and then I'm kind of a bit mopey sort of thing. I'd rather try and be a bit happy. I am generally a happy person anyway. Yes, so I love making animals. I've got an area of animals. My animal family is not all, I've got more. So I make a lot of animals. I like making normal animals like donkey, but then I also made a person with a garlic head and a pumpkin. I know some people are going to be really happy that they can probably people are making an appearance again. So yeah, and I made a garlic one with a little garlic baby. Had a little bit of fun with the donkey, and we had a baby garlic appeared. Yeah, so love making animals, all kinds of. These are cool craftings. These are, I kind of just changed that from a pattern we already got. And the linen ones are Studio Seren. They're the kind of patterns that I normally follow, but I will try different patterns as well when I come across them. And I'm going to be making a rabbit. I've told you that, haven't I? So I'll do that in a minute. What else do I make? Sea glass. I like finding sea glass off the beach. I've got it everywhere. There's some here. Sea pottery and sea glass, which I find on a local beach, like going on lovely long walks and picking up bits, and then I drill them and use them in my project bags that I make and I sell on Etsy. I don't sell loads on Etsy, and I don't try not to go on about it too much in the channel, but I'm just telling you now because it's a bit of a roundup of what I do. But it's not my main job, it's just a little bit extra, and it's quite handy because I can, if I sell some bags, it's quite nice because I can get a little bit of money extra to go towards things I'm making for the channel as well. And yeah, sea glass. I'm going to be making some sea glass stitch markers. I've made a few and I've got a kind of an idea of how I'm going to make them and sell them as well. And I've got a little design with a little like a key ring thing I'm going to make, and I'm going to put a few on there and sell them like that. So, and I'm going to be drilling some sea glass this month sometime, so I might go through how I do that. It's not easy to do. It's hard work, it hurts my neck, and it's a bit tense the whole time. So I tend to do a batch of about 3 or 4 or 5 at the most. I don't tend to do loads and loads because it's a bit tiring, really. I find it a bit, yeah, like I said, I'm a bit tense doing it. Yeah, that's a bit more about me. If you've got any questions, just ask them in the question area. There isn't a question area, is there, in the bit below? And yeah, I'm not very professional. I do just kind of, I'm just me, just myself. I don't try and pretend I'm anything that I'm not, because then I'd forget and just be my normal self anyway, probably. But people who've been following me for a long time or watching for a long time kind of know what I'm like. I'm not very confident, bit of a worrier, and yeah, but I'm generally happy and bubbly, and I hope anyway. I was moaning earlier about the courgette plants. I started off moaning, so it's me saying I'm all happy, and I'm moaning at the beginning. Right, so let's go to I've forgotten to say anything about myself. I don't know. I don't like talking about myself. I can't think what to say at all, so I'll just leave it there. You can read the description tells you in the written description what I do, because I've probably forgotten half of it anyway. Right, so my first stage in making the rabbit, 'cause I'm going to make a rabbit, linen rabbit. This is going to be quick. It's not a tutorial. It's just telling you stage by stage the process. And then at the end of the month, we'll have a finished rabbit, which I've decided, ta-da! I think I'm going to give it away as a like a little giveaway. I've ever since I started the channel, I don't know why, but I thought, oh my gosh, it was so exciting to give away a prize or something. So I've really wanted to do it, and I was going to wait till I got to 1,000 subscribers, but I've still only got about 700, so I'll probably be like 5 years time or something. So I thought, I'll just do it now while I'm doing the June vlogs. Yeah, so I think I'm going to make this one. You can all see it being made step by step, stage by stage, and then I'll make the clothes from some of the pre-loved kilo sale fabric that I find, from the dresses and the shirts. Choose which ones look nice with the bunny. I'll just have a look at his face and her face and think, oh yeah, that could look nice with that colour, or I think that sort of dress style. And yeah, I like to give them all, as you can tell, I like to give them all a bit of a personality. Oh, look at them all. Neil's gone back to work now, so I've got them all out again. He doesn't mind. I mean, I don't think but that's kind of his I bought him that cabinet because he had stuff. We had another one and he just had stuff piled on. So I've got a brand new one. Can you put all his stuff in there, please? He still needs stuff on top. So these aren't all, I mean, these aren't all normally here. I just got them out. It's a special occasion of day 3 of the vlogs. The animal friends come out. And they're excited to be here. They're part of the channel. Yes, so stage 1, cut out the pieces. This pattern is, the seam allowance is already included. Sometimes, like this pattern, when I made the pumpkin, when I made the pumpkin person, that was slightly different, as in you pinned the pattern onto the paper and then you cut your own seam allowance, so you had to cut extra, and then you drew round the body parts. Sounds a bit weird, drawing around the body parts. You draw around the shape of the pattern and then you stitch on that line, whereas these, it's included, so you stitch, use whatever it says on the pattern, seam allowance, and you stitch all the way around. So these are all cut out. Next stage is to pin them together. We have fluffy ears. Should I try them on? So we see what they're actually going to look. Try them on, like I'm going to be wearing them. So yeah, lovely cute ears. And yeah, so they've got stitch round that way. So the fur, obviously, so the fur, not upside down though, obviously, so the fur is inside. And with the fur, obviously, you've got all this, so I tend to push it in as much as I can and then pin it. So I'm pushing it in like that, because fur is quite, and some of it's just, you just cut it, it comes off, it doesn't matter because it's the edges anyway. And you can get a bit of a pin when you've stitched that. I'll show you if I remember. And you could just kind of pluck it out, turn it the right way around and pluck it out. So anyway, so you've got nice fluffy ears, and I've got the 2 face parts. All patterns are different. I'm just going by this pattern. So those face parts will need to go together as well. I've got the legs, arms, body. And yeah, so I'm going to stitch them up next. I might start to stitch them now, but I will show you next time what they look like stitched, and I will show you a tip or how I turn them inside out, because as you can imagine, it's a bit of a long skinny, especially these, they're long and skinny, and you've got to turn them the right way around. So I'll just show you my tip on how I do it. I mean, obviously I have made a lot of ones. I'm an expert. It's just how I don't know how I do it. So hopefully someone might find it helpful, or you might pick up a tip, or you might think, oh, I want to make an animal. So that'd be nice if you did. You don't have to. So yes, if you think it's a good idea to give it away at the end, then I will. Yes. I think it's a good idea, but then everyone might think, well, I don't really want a rabbit. I don't want a rabbit. Can I have a bar of chocolate? Why have I got to give away a rabbit? I want chocolate, sweets, or something. Cash, something else, I don't know. I'm not offering chocolate or cash. I'm offering a rabbit. So yeah, she's going to be our make of the month. And I've got, like I said, I've got a big list of other things I'm going to make. I don't know what day I'm going to make what on, because I'm not that sort of person where I can plan it. I've got a big list, but I'm not the sort of person who can plan it day by day. yeah, so I forgot to say, my normal videos I do every 10 days or 7 days, like every week or 10 days, and they are just things I've made. I've been up to walks to the beach, that kind of thing. So I'm not normally vlogging on out and about, which I am for this month, just to kind of get used to it, and just thought it'd be fun to do. And I wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone. If you don't know me, my comfort zone is about the size of a raisin. So but they're quite crinkly, so you can stretch a raisin. So I'm hoping I'm stretching my comfort zone by doing these. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching and staying with me, and I really appreciate that. I'm going to go now, so I'm going to say goodbye. I don't think I'll be back anymore today to record. If I do, I'll just come back and say, here I am again. Here I am again. But I think I have got some nice things planned. Someone gone past it. I think I have got some nice things planned for the month that I think you will enjoy, hopefully. So have a lovely evening, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.